Hey there, how are you doing? It was supposed to be cold today. Nah, the inside of my house was 81 when I came in because the air conditioner wasn't on because it was cool. Not anymore. Not anymore. It is a little warm. So, and we've been working. And I hope you are having that glowy, wonderful day and that you took care of yourself no matter how small. You may have got a cup of coffee. You may have bought yourself a little plant. You may be out there digging in the dirt with the flowers and tending to them. You know, finding out that you can actually keep a geranium in your house for a while and then set it out next year so it won't die. Okay, just learning new things. Okay, just being happy. One person was Amanda's Budgets. I keep hearing the confidence. She is totally different from when I was listening at the beginning. You know, she was upset. You know, when you don't have a lot of money and things aren't going, you don't have enough money to eat, even though she was doing gig work, it wasn't enough money, you know, to keep going. They were trying. And some people can make good money on gig work, and some people, they've got a certain amount of money they want to make, so good gig work is okay with them. And other people, they need more funds. They got children, blah, blah, blah. And people had stopped buying because, you know, a lot of people weren't ordering because of inflation. They stopped all these orders. They're not buying as much. They're still not buying a lot. The stores have said, you know, they're not coming in here anymore as much as they are. They're planning. They notice when you're planning. They notice when we don't come in that store all the time. I remember one was talking about when I walked in to Kroger's and she said, I haven't seen you. You know, because I was there. You know, I had it planned out. I'm like, you won't see me. It's like every 2 weeks. I'm not dealing with this, okay? I'm not paying these high prices. It's not just Kroger's, it's everybody, okay? Everything's going up. Even if you go to fast food and stuff. You know, we went someplace and something that started out at $12, all three of us could eat there at $12. It is now $42 for 3 people to eat there. And I'm like, I don't think so. Okay, that's a definitely change, you know, maybe once every 2 months now, okay? But, you know, spending your money out there, you know, I know they need money, just, you know, companies are broke too. You know, they're not getting the profits that they had before, and mostly they're dependent on middle class who is working and even rising star income that's still working or whatever to fund them. We're the ones funding them. Because anybody that's not working, you know, they're not funding. We're the middle class, we're funding. You know, the wealthy, they got theirs. We just give out and they take, and we pay taxes and they take that. So it's more and more. So we have to be mindful of our money and mindful of the steps we're taking and mindful of people taking our money. There's a guy, I just saw it on news in Georgia. You have to watch people because, like I said, they want your money. Okay, you have to watch 10 steps. You got to be 10 steps ahead. If you can get 20 steps, go for it. 25, 30. But he has a house and I think he bought it 20 years ago. He's been living in it 20 years ago. I think he bought it 20 years ago. And he comes to find out, and it's his letter, he's being evicted from his house because somebody had changed the deed to his house to their name. It wasn't the guy's signature that's on the deed. That, you know, because he did get that's not my signature. But there's a problem, I want to say downtown at the realist, you know, down at the deed place downtown, and that you should not be changing deeds unless you know that's the person. I mean, I don't know what the hiccup is that they can't get this fixed because it's really somebody down there that changed it for this guy. And now he may be evicted. He's, you know, he's sick now. He's on dialysis. It's just sad. And see, you have to watch. I watch my deed all the time. Mine has an alert on it. They have alerts here so that if somebody tries to change information on your deed or comes in there and they send this alert that you need to get down here, and it's on my phone and everywhere else. It alerts you that things are not on the up and up, or did you change this yourself? What's going on? Okay, so now you gotta watch these people. These people figure out all kinds of ways to do something, and we can't even sleep. We gotta watch. And it's easier to watch your back than to try to straighten it out later. Because let me tell you, they don't believe you. You may own it. They do not believe. They don't want to believe you. It's too much work. You know, you're just a number. They don't want to believe you. You know, even if you dispute something at the credit bureau, they don't want to believe you. Well, we're finding this. We're finding that. And you've given them all the documentation. And I've told you, the credit bureau is not working for us. They work for the companies. They were designed from the companies. They weren't designed for us. The Consumer Protection Bureau is the one. Financial Protection Bureau is the one that's for us. Because they are looking into having them, you know, Biden was talking about, get rid of the credit bureau. Because it's not working. And the credit bureau is trying to do everything they can. I see, you know, oh, you can do this and you can do that. But I'm not fond of them right now either. You know, sometimes things go and you just sit there and look at them like you keep taking their credit score up and it goes down. You know, people are in the middle class are just getting tired of it. Any middle class, I don't care what race you are, it's a pain in the butt. The score goes up, the score goes down. You can't get this, you can't get that. Just let the people have it. If they can't pay for it, go get it. Simple. That's the way my parents said. My parents said we didn't even know anything about credit score. If you had the finances and the money, you win it. You went to get it. There goes my voice. Went to get it. Nobody said no unless you didn't have it. That's when they said no. And it was just the easier time. I never heard of them hollering or fussing about that till later on. They got ready to sell their last house, and the realtor wanted to know their social security number, and they looked at them for what? What's that got to do with me buying a house? See, things had changed. But they went with the flow. I give my parents and my grandparents credit. They go with the flow. They learn, and they're on it. And they teach everybody else, look, this is what's happening. This is what's going on. This is what we went through. Pay attention. Be mindful. You know, I tell you, my grandmother and my mom, they got newspapers that still deliver it to their home. Okay? They can get on digital. They want it right there so they can sit there and cut it out and make sure it's on the refrigerator. So if I come in or any other relative, look up there and read that. Been that way for years. I come in, she's got a little thing cut out. Read that right there of what it's something that represented what she wanted to say or something that taught me something. Sometimes it was a comic strip. She didn't explain it. It was like, look up there. Or she just leave it up there. I'd go by checking the refrigerator out. I got to a point I was just like, okay, what's up here today? So be mindful about what you're doing. Pay attention to your finances, definitely. Your budget, if you're budgeting. If you're done budgeting, pay attention to what you got. Because always remember, somebody's always trying to take it. Somebody's always going to be trying to take you down. You can be friends, it can be family. Just get that mindset. No, it's not a mean mindset. It's a I am watching mindset. I am watching if you got kids, I'm watching for the future of my kids. If you don't have kids, I am watching for the future of my money to get sent to this charity one day. I'm mindful. I'm going to give my money away. I'm check everything. Your house, what's going on? You know, if you're getting something done to your house, get 3 estimates or more. Go for 4. Whenever on my car, I always get 4. I get 4 estimates. The insurance company says 3, I get 4. Get estimates, check. Because some of these people, they swindle. And some of them are not mean swindlers. They up their prices. And things are way more now. We know. And you can't afford that. No matter how wealthy you may be, you'll take your money on down. It'll just take, just think of it flying back out the door, and you got to come back and pull this debt back together. I bet you'll stop then and think. So always think, and I'm always thinking, when something happens to me, I'm looking back to see who was it, what did you do, and why did you do it. In my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I got you. I got your number. And then sometimes I go to other people. I've gone to my kids. What do you think? What's going on? People that I trust, family members, and they said, do this. Try this. And the more you climb anywhere, somebody is going to be out to get you because they're jealous. That new car you got, that new house you got, there's somebody jealous. It may be a family member, it may be somebody else, and you just have to keep mindful to protect yourself. I didn't say stop talking to them. I can talk to you and still be mindful of my positions and mindful of myself and my thoughts. Because we have to take care of ourselves. Also, I wanted to tell you that be careful in the comment section. There are people that are like scamming or whatever, and that's not me asking for money or saying you won something. I don't do it that way. Okay, I don't click, don't do anything, because I'll tell you how to, I'm going to get in touch with you and how. So don't do anything. And in any channel, watch, because I've been on my friend's channel and I thought it was him and it wasn't. And the person was trying to, said I won a prize. And I said, oh, thank you. And I didn't know the YouTuber that's my friend was giving a giveaway, And I thought, and I said, oh, well, And so he was telling me, how much it was for shipping and all this stuff. And I was like, no, because I was thinking my friend's up there with the YouTube, I think he's got 60 or 70,000 subscribers. And I'm like, why are you, my mind clicked and I went, no, and I didn't want it anyway. I said, give it to somebody else. And then he was bringing the price down. I said, I don't want it. Buy. But they're down there. And then I alerted my friend, and he said, sometimes you can't even see them. They don't, it's like some kind of way they can hide themselves from the other people. And so they pick certain people. So be careful. Be mindful of any channel. And watch what you're doing. Because you could easily get into something and your money's gone. And even if it's a little bit of money, it's precious to you or could be used for you or something you want to do. So always be mindful. So today we are going to do the October budget. Let me move this out the way. On here. And we're going to start with, this is from Frugality is Life. When I got this from her, I'm going to tell you, when you're, think you don't have a lot of money, but only I was building up, but I looked at it, I was looking at that little small space to write down a budget, because I had bills. It was like, no. And I was like, this is not going to work. It's too small. And something said, probably God will get rid of them. You got too many. You need to move a little bit faster. And so she came to my life, and she had this on her channel, and I couldn't wait to get this one. So here we are. So what I usually do, we live way below our means, and we live on about $5,200 is what I take out. And the other checks go over here in the savings and paying taxes, high yield savings. And then I got a regular savings account that I can go into if I need to, that type of thing. But I also have high yield savings. I got stock and bonds. And then this month that's added, which was last month too, is a $3,000 a month from my new rental. So we have $8,200. All right. So now we've got bills. So we've got, and I'm just going to round them off, which I usually do when I'm paying people. I just round it off. So we've got Epi's 40. We've got Journey. Now, there was a time I wasn't rounding off because I needed every penny I could get, I'm telling you. And that wasn't that long ago. You know, November the 1st is my anniversary. So this is 25, round off, Spectrum. It's 95. Columbia Gas. Hot water, you call it. 75, and they're supposed to be, I think they're going to be 100 a month. No, 113. That's their settle up. The settle up, last month I didn't pay them at all because I had overpaid them, and so now they came up with this, so they got a credit of, they had a credit of about $25, $26. And then this AP decided to settle up, and so we used up more electric because everything's running over here. You know, our computers are running, we're designing things, we're working, and they stay on 24/7. And so there we are. And so this one technically would be for 82. Sorry, but that's okay. So we'll add that up. So we got 40, yeah. 40 plus 30 plus 25 plus 95 plus 75 plus 482 is equal to 747. Okay. The two debts that I have, because I paid everything off, is the house, which is under a HELOC with my rental property, and the car. The HELOC is not asking for all that money, but they are going to get that $3,000, whether they like it or not. And the car is 612, round it up. So we've got 3,612 in debts right there. I'm trying to turn this around so you can see it. Let me do it this way. Yeah, so we'll have 3,000 for the HELOC from the rental, because I'm just taking all that money and putting it in there, and then I'll probably be paying double, like I did last month. I paid double last month because he gave me 6,000. I took and put all of it on there. I want it gone. Okay. So then over here, I'm putting my business expense, the bus expenses, and those are $1,600 total. You know, they're like, you know, supplies, pens, pencils, Etsy things, giveaways that I'm doing, supplies, what else is, you know, business stuff, you know, all up under there. And so, and plus I have a business binder that takes care of stuff. So, but right now it's adding up to $1,600. Now, I do things differently because I don't like to keep a lot of cash in the house. So the first thing, the credit card is paying them. This, and the business credit card is paying this. Okay. So technically, I've got $3,612 right there that I have to pay. Is anything else? Trying to make sure I think. Okay, I'm right. So we'll take 82, yeah, 8,200 up here. Because these two cards are cleared out at 0. So 8200 minus 3612 is equal to 4588. So, and we'll do that over here again. 8200. And we got debts of 3612. And we'll have leftover for 4588, because these are done. They went into the credit card. Okay. Now, what I usually do, so up here on the credit cards, now if I was in dire need and I need this money, okay, the credit cards equal together $2,347 that they are paying. I got 4588, but they got enough probably to go for a couple of months without even paying them, but I will eventually, probably next month. But I've got, if you were looking for extra income, like your cash flow, there it is right there. Extra cash. Okay, so I will probably be taking part of this and using it for the savings challenge and cash stuffing. Saving challenge and cash stuffing for this month. And it's, like I said, it's also a cushion right now, okay, that I don't have to deal with all that. This is, the credit cards are doing that. I just need to do this, and that's what I got left. Easy peasy. And I am done with the budget. So thank you. I'm going to leave and go back to work and get myself together, and we will be ready for October. Yes, and you will be ready for October, because I know I'm going to hear some great budgeting stories. Amanda, I can't wait. Amanda Budgets, because she is climbing. You need to go over there, start from the beginning, and then go to the end. Okay, start from the beginning and go to the end. And a lot of people start from the beginning and go to the end and see what happened. Okay, I mean, start from when they were down there and out, and you will see a total different change of what's happening now. Okay, so take care. I want you on that same thing. And you know, Hopping the Budget Bunny, you hear that going on in her voice? She got it. It's coming. It's rolling. She done changed up. Okay, I hear a lot of them. They changing up. They're not sitting there looking around going, woe is me, or I can't do. They try. And if you try, you can never fail. So you keep on going. You know, no matter what's happening. Maybe you're taking care of a parent or whatever. Okay, just get going. You're the caregiver. You can do this. I've been a caregiver. Take care. You know, I had to take care of one of my grandparents. I was the only one that had to deal with it. I wasn't working. I had to do that because they got very sick. People, you know, you got to think too, you're not the only one. That's the biggest part. If you can get over the fact that you're not the only one that's going through whatever you're going through. We've got billions of people in the world, and some are going through worse, and maybe you're the lucky one, but you just don't see it. So it's time to think about it and see yourself in it. You know, maybe you got food when somebody else doesn't have food, and they just didn't tell you they didn't have any food. Maybe you got transportation, you got a car. They don't have a car. They're on the bus, they're walking. I see a lot of people out here walking every day going to work. Long ways. We don't have a bus system out here till you get way up in the part of the city. They're walking. It's 3 miles from my house to the city part. And they're walking. And they're walking back home. And some of them walk further than that, because I went to the other city on the other side, and it's 5 miles from me. So they're walking from the city part on my side to the other city, because they have to have a job. They gotta work. And you know, and you hear people, I wouldn't do that. There's people that will do that. And you know why they're gonna do that? They're gonna make it. And people gonna talk about them walking. People probably driving talking about them walking. And that some of them are taking a risk because we don't have any sidewalks. So take care. Keep going. Because there's always somebody worse than you. You just don't know it. You don't know it. You don't know who it is. And that's God trying to tell you, I'm comforting you. There's somebody worse than you are. And you need to keep moving. And keep going. And you pray. And you pray it out. And you tell God, take care of it. If it's somebody bothering you, take care of it. Let him take care of it. He's got it. He understands you when nobody else does. So take care. Love you all. And bye-bye. Have a wonderful day, night, evening, afternoon. See ya. Oh, and wait a minute. It's 2 months till Christmas. And it's also 6 bi-weekly paychecks till Christmas. Am I right? And it's 2 monthly checks till Christmas. You know, November, December. That's it. That's it. Okay, go. Get your strategy for Christmas. Go. See ya.